Good morning, friends. Welcome to a new day in my life video. Happy Sunday. It is currently 8:39 a.m. I slept with my hair in a swirl because it is straightened, and I'm just gonna touch it up quickly because I am getting ready for work today, and I do want to bring you guys along with me to kind of just see what the day in the life of a charter flight attendant looks like. If you are new here, my name is Andy. Hello, welcome to the channel. I am a South African charter flight attendant and I'm currently on tour in Khartoum in the country of Sudan. Just a quick background for anybody who might be wondering what a charter flight attendant is or does, or what is the difference between like me and a normal airline flight attendant. But basically, charter companies, what they do is instead of flying as an airline and stuff, they fly for clients. So a client can hire us to operate flights on their behalf. We can have humanitarian flights, we actually can fly airline passengers. So an airline might actually contract us out to operate their flights because maybe they are still waiting for new aircraft to arrive, they are waiting for new crew to be trained, they are taking on a lot of new routes and don't have enough aircraft to operate those flights, and it is cheaper obviously to just contract out somebody else that already has everything else, already has similar aircraft, has crew fully trained and stuff. They just take the passengers on your behalf to your destinations. Also, what's nice is that we can kind of travel a little bit more, although we travel on a more longer term basis. And yeah, I might end up spending a bit more time out of South Africa, so like away from home, than what I would if I flew for a South African airline. Random fact, but if you guys have ever heard of Safair, they actually are a charter company, and I think they still operate charter flights throughout Africa, maybe somewhere else, I don't know, but they definitely still operate charters, and they created the low-cost airline Fly Safair under their company name, so they actually technically are a charter company. Fun fact. But yeah, that's basically the best way that I can explain what like a charter company does specifically, because I know it might confuse people whenever I introduce myself as a charter flight attendant. So it's just that I don't fly for a specific airline, I fly for a private company basically. My point is that there's no real difference between a charter flight attendant and an airline flight attendant. We have the exact same duties. We all adhere to the exact same civil aviation rules. I mean, I love the job either way. I'm absolutely just so grateful to get to do what I love. Hectic schedule or not. I've been drinking some water. I've got myself a nice black coffee, and I just made a bowl of muesli with plain yogurt, mixed in some chia seeds and honey in there. It's currently 9:10 and I need to be ready by 10:15, so I'm gonna put something on Netflix in the background while I put my face on. I've also got this chocolate croissant that I'm gonna throw in my bag to have at some point today with like a coffee on board or something like that. Alright, it's almost time for me to go. I ripped my brand new pair of stockings when I was getting dressed, so I had to throw those away and reach for another brand new pair of stockings, which is just not the way I want to start the day, but I'll survive, I'm sure. It's very windy today, I'm sure you can tell because it's so dusty. I've completed my pre-flight checks and standing here at the door because I'm still getting a bit of a breeze, which is helping keep me cool. I forgot to tell you guys our pairing, but we are doing a 3-leg today. We're going from Khartoum to Kadugli, then from Kadugli we're going to El Obeid, and from El Obeid we're coming right back to Khartoum. And on this first flight we're expecting 15 passengers, 15, which hopefully is going to be a nice easy leg. It's so funny seeing a helicopter taxiing. A random funny story. My first officer, when we landed here in Kadugli, he is the king of all dad jokes, and so when we landed he goes, "Did you see all the butter on the runway?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Why was there butter on the runway?" He goes, "Because of that smooth landing." Which is hilarious because he really did do a very good landing on that sector. So let me shut up, get ready, and get my passengers off to El Obeid. Okay, we've made it back to Khartoum, and a trick we like to do is to leave these closed so that the plane is not too hot when we get on the next day. So just gonna finish these and get off and be done for the day. But the passengers were really easy. I had 26 passengers going to Elo Bay. When we landed in Elo Bay, 4 of them got off, and then yeah, I just closed the doors again and we continued back here to Khartoum. So to Elo Bay was about half an hour, and then to come all the way to Khartoum was another hour and 5 minutes maybe. Boy, I look so tired. Hi, I'm back. I've been on the phone for several hours. It's like 9 p.m. now. But yeah, today was such a good day. It was so fun. My passengers were so chilled. We didn't have any issues whatsoever. We got back on time and we got home, made these little wraps with like hummus and chicken and beef sausage, and we like wrapped them together, and it was so good. And like I said, I've been on the phone for a little bit, so I feel like it's really funny coming back from a full day of work with your co-workers and coming back to the exact same apartment and each just going into our own rooms. Funny, and it's kind of just like wild that we live with our crew, because I guess, like, you know, if you're a flight attendant and stuff, and I think most airlines in the US, the flight attendants don't even stay in the same hotel as their pilots. And when I used to fly airlines, whenever we did have a night stop, so like a mini layover where we would spend the night in a different city outside of our base, we would stay in the same hotel as our pilot, but each person would get their own hotel room, so you still had like a lot of your own privacy and stuff. But when you fly charter, you tend to share apartments or houses or just accommodation of some sort with your crew. This is definitely different, and I think we've all kind of become family. Like, I see everyone as like another dad or an aunt or a sister or a brother, and we all get along really well. But I think it is also important to remember to be professional when it is appropriate. So like, you kind of have to put on like your okay, I'm at home hat on when you're in the apartment, and you get to chill and you get to joke around and you get to tease each other and like make food and together and all that stuff, and talk about Christmas plans and family and all these things. And then as soon as you're in your uniform and you're signing on for work and stuff, you need to remember to be professional, and that this is my captain and this is my first officer, and there's like a certain demeanor and attitude that comes with that, and a certain level of respect that comes with that. It's just really funny to think about all of the different ways we have to exist with each other, if that makes sense, you know. And you kind of get used to each person's quirks and things, because we're all here for a couple of months at a time, so you kind of get used to like this person's quirks and their habits and everything and what they like and dislike. And then the next time you're on contract, you might be with different crew and you have to like learn their ways, and then you end up getting used to them. And I don't know, it's just it's a very different life. And I feel like there's pros and cons of everything, but I'm enjoying this as it is now. I think I'm blessed to be working with and living with some really great guys, some really funny and thoughtful guys who are great at their job, who love their job. So yeah, I'm really happy about that because I love my job. So being in the same WhatsApp group is very important, I think. But yeah, that was my day. I hope you guys enjoyed spending it with me, coming and flying with me, being at work with me. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you're not already. It would really help out my channel. But yeah, I guess it's time for me to say goodnight now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, please continue spreading good vibes and being kind. Bye bye.